Okay, guys, so we're going to go through how to create a high converting PMax campaign. So you start by selecting your objective, sales, obviously. Then you pick purchases. You've got to make sure that you're optimizing for one conversion action, one primary conversion action, and not have multiple primary, which is something we see often. Then you select campaign type, PMax. You link the merchant center account. Then you create a name with the proper naming convention, which is not that. Okay. Then you continue. Now, when it comes to bidding strategy, right, you need to either look at conversion, maximize conversions or conversion value, depending on if you have multiple conversion values for your products, right? So if you have products that are more expensive than others, you go with conversion value. Then you pick your locations for this campaign, and then you make sure you don't have automatically created assets because they're just going to create a number of assets that you don't want. It's going to be some random stuff, so you don't want that. Next, so now you go ahead to creating the assets, which involves headlines and descriptions. And so the key part here is you want to say something different in each headline, right? A lot of people just reiterate a lot of headlines just to fill all the 15 while saying pretty much the same thing. You're not supposed to do that, right? Every single headline should be something completely different that should act as a selling point or as something to indicate trust or urgency or competency or differentiators versus your competitors, right? So you need to make sure you're saying something different in each headline and as well as description as well. Also, you can mention offers, things like that. So that's for the headlines, right? As for the image assets, again, same thing. You want to use high quality images and you want to test out a range of different images. Now, it's worthy of mentioning that you don't need to fill all headlines. In fact, the less headlines you fill, the more testing time is going to be required to get you out of the learning phase, right? Then you look at adding signals. Again, in terms of search themes, you want to add the search themes that are most likely to convert. Usually, I like to start off by not giving any search themes, let Google do its thing. And then once we have more data, we can add more asset groups with such search themes, right? Now, as for audience signals, again, the best type of audience signal involves remarketing. So if you already have, a lot of customer data about conversions, website visitors, add to cart, you want to add that. But again, it's not necessary when starting out. Obviously, you want to split test a lot of these different signals. You can have a signals asset group versus a non-signals and see what performs best, right? Typically, we see that having an audience signal that's based off website data seems to convert the best, right? Then you set your budget for the campaign, right? So I hope that was helpful, guys. If you have any questions or if you'd like us to run your Google Ads account and scale you to the next level to 6 or 7 figures per month in revenue, make sure to leave a comment or book a call in the link in the description.